When I was a kid, I had this game called Fireball Island, which was my favorite game until it became one of my least favorite games. I loved to play it until we figured out that it was a game-breaking strategy, and then the game was no fun anymore. So I was very excited when I heard that actually they are remaking that classic, and I heard that, well, they changed the gameplay, so probably they addressed that problem. Fireball Island, The Curse of Volcar, is the Fireball Island 2.0 remade by Restoration Games, and here Suzanne has agreed to tell us a little bit about this new production.
Well, hi everybody. So Restoration Games specializes in taking games from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s and restoring them. We don't straight reprint them, we don't just slap new art on them, we improve them and then re-release them for today's modern gamer. And Fireball Island is one such game. So in Fireball Island, the original had this awesome island board, and it felt like an epic adventure where you're going to get at the heart of Volcar. But as Marco mentioned, there was a pretty broken strategy in it, and it was a roll and move, and it was made in the 80s, and it was a great game in the 80s, but we don't live in the 80s. So today's Fireball Island, we made the island taller, we made the island longer, and we completely updated the game mechanisms so that it would fit better with today's modern gamer, but it's still a light and silly game, really all about knocking your friends over with marbles. So in Fireball Island now you are landing, we've turned Fireball Island into an adventure tourism site, and you are tourists that are cruising around the island trying to get snapshots and collect treasures and try to escape safely off the island. You will use cards now to do that movement. So there's a deck of cards that give you a variety of different movement. They'll also give you a variety of different special abilities. Volcar on our board now turns, and there are more avenues for the marbles to fall out of his maw.
It looks like he has 3 mouths, or
yeah, he has 3 channels out of him. And then there are different channels on the board itself, so depending on where he's turning, there's different odds on where those marbles can go.
And there's different variety in the past due to those trees that look like rotating, shifting gates.
Yeah, we've added these trees, and they are not just decorative, although they look great, but you can turn them. The root serve as kind of paddles, so you can divert marbles. You can try to divert marbles away from you, or try to divert them into your opponents as well. We've also added ember marbles, which are the orangish marbles that are sitting on the board. These have added a new dexterity. There are cards that allow you to flick ember marbles at your opponents as well, which has added another great element. Also, when other marbles round out, you can knock them over, and then the embers can roll into other people, so it adds a little bit of extra marble chaos fun, because we really felt part of the heart of the fun of the game was having this marble madness happen on the board. There are mechanisms that let you add more fireballs into Volcar. There is a little bit of take that. You have treasures. We have souvenir cards that give you one-time special ability things. So a lot of little touches just to modernize the game mechanisms.
And I see that here you're also presenting the expansion, which is, if I go to this part here in front, the Spider
Springs.
Okay.
So this is our brand new Gen Con release expansion here. We have added a peninsula off of the edge of the island that just snugs right in there, as you can see. And you can see in the center of it, there's an actual spring-loaded spider spring. And there's a bridge that comes off the main island. And when the marble up there hits the spring will jettison those spiders up.
So from there, blue.
Exactly right. As well as there are cards in there like the Anacroclism, which will actually have you put spiders down Volcar himself.
Oh boy.
Yes, it's terrifying.
Yes.
There are new treasures, the spider eggs around the island, which will give you extra points. But there's an element to it where you don't want too many. And we've also added a second escape. So you'll see there's a submarine now. In the past, the only way you could escape from the island was the helicopter on the other side of the island. Now, to get off the peninsula, to incentivize you to use it, we have another escape route there as well.
Excellent. Also something which is not trivial for an adult thinking about buying it is that the island, if I understand correctly, can be broken down and stored into a smaller box than the monstrosity that the usual box.
Yeah, the way that we do the trays, because they stack, that allows us to get a bigger island, but still store in a more traditional size box. Now, without a doubt, this is a large box compared to a lot of modern games, but we were very careful. A lot of gamers have 12-inch high shelves.
Yeah.
The short end of the box will tuck in to a 12-inch high shelf as well.
I know the problem. I actually had to build a special shelf to store the old game, I swear. Because I still have it, I still love to have it, but it doesn't get played much. Also seems much sturdier than the old game, so if you're planning to play with younger gamers, that seems to be...
It's interesting. Some people actually have looked at it and goes, well, it doesn't look very sturdy. In fact, it's very, very sturdy. We have not had a single report. The game's been out for over a year. We haven't had a single report of a tray breaking or any issues. I mean, obviously, if your cat jumps on the board, it would likely could get damaged.
Of course.
But through regular gameplay, we had a prototype that went on a road trip tour through like 15 states. It was played hundreds of times, and it received no damage at all. So,
excellent.
Yeah, it's very
I'm very excited about this one. The game is available already?
Yep, the core game, Fireball Island, Curse of Volcar, and a number of expansions are already available, and Spider Springs is the brand new one that's releasing now. It will be in stores September 18th.
Thank you so much.